Tell me, is the government formation possible?
Good evening, Karthike. Of course, it is possible if you prove majority, and you'll have to eventually also prove majority in the assembly. But as we know that things are very dynamic at this point, so one, cannot make any predictions with certainty. Of course, we've seen that this group of people have given their representation. Uh, but I think it's still a wait and watch situation because the problem is going to be on leadership. Who will lead this government? Who will be chief minister? And I think that is going to be a very big point that will not be decided maybe in the center, but maybe at the headquarters in Delhi. And therefore, I think we'll have to wait and watch. But if we were to look at the technicalities of it, if this is the kind of support they're saying that they have 44, I think they only need about 31. Then, of course, technically they can. And I think if we were to look at it from another point of view of whether a popular government, whoever leads it, is a different thing. But if a popular government led by the BJP will be a positive sign, I think if we were solely to look at it, Karthike, politically, it probably would be a space for them to build up the kind of space that they've lost during the conflict. And I think this is something that they need to reflect on. But yes, to answer your question in short, yes, it's possible if one can prove their majority, nothing is stopping them. But the problem is going to be on leadership. I think that decision is going to be a very difficult one to come at.
Let me ask the tough question. One is the leadership, but can it also be a Meitei plus a Kuki government?
Look, I think it is going to be because there are, in the sense that there are MLAs who are cookie MLAs who, according to this representation, support this move. So of course they are going to be representative as they should be, but like I said, that's not the bone of contention here, because these are elected representatives that include cookies, that include Metis. I think the bone of contention really is, can everybody come to the conclusion of who's going to lead it? I also think there is a Biren Singh factor that we can't completely ignore. He has been a fairly powerful leader. What is his next move going to be? And I think that is going to be a big question in everybody's mind.
You know, another aspect of this is the stability of the government. There is a, there are a lot of people, but Nishikanta Singh is an independent MLA. Biren Singh is out. There is an absence of the leadership structure. Only BJP has the numbers and a political wherewithal in Manipur. So, do you think, as a Manipur Northeast watcher, is there a momentum to create a government there, or there is a momentum to keep things as status quo till peace completely returned between communities? As an analyst, where do you think the stuff is going, the political?
Look, we've seen, Karthike, we've seen a decline in incidents. We've seen violence decrease to a certain extent. Of course, ever so often there are sporadic events. One that we had seen recently, and that's something that I think it's an unfortunate incident. So we see issues like this crop up ever so often, which creates unrest. So I don't think absolute peace is going to be possible realistically, this way or that way. But should there be a government? Yes, there should be, in my opinion, at some given point of time, because eventually you want to move towards normalcy, and right now the situation is still a little bit further away from that. I think where the government is looking at this from is, I think they're quite clear that they want a popular government restored. The question is when. The question is with the agreement of everyone. So therefore, again, the devil lies in the details of whether those negotiations will come to some amount of positive conclusion or not.